Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. The inventory item we're going to take a look at today is a little bit different than you're used to seeing from us. This is a 2022 Freightliner M2 112. The interior conversion is Summit Hauler. So as we come around and take a look at it from the side view, I'll talk about what makes it a little bit different. This truck is extremely functional. And what I mean by that is it's at least dual purpose. There's many things you can do with it. An example, if we take a look at the bed of the truck, we see that it is a flatbed. It is an aluminum flatbed. So when we let the rail down, you can see are able to tow a substantial amount, not only behind the truck since it's a 112, but in the bed as well. So if you had, four-wheelers, or if you're in the agricultural community and needed to haul a bunch of hay, things of that nature, this bed would work perfect for that. Another unique thing about this truck is the amount of fuel that you're able to carry. This tank closest to us is 110 gallons and 70 gallons on the other side. So a total of 180 gallon fuel capacity on this truck. Right here is the depth tank. The depth tank holds up to 13 gallon. The most recent data is showing about 350 miles per 1 gallon of depth. Now as we take a look at it directly in front, and we'll start at the ground and work our way up. As we take a look at the bumper, we see that it's broken into 3 sections. And the reason for that is if we are in an accident and we ding up one part of that, we can simply replace that section without having to do the entire bumper. As we go up and take a look at the grill, we'll see that the grill is substantially larger than it is on the 106s. And the reason is this engine demands more air intake. Therefore, the grill is larger. As we go on up and take a look at the hood, that hood is made of compressed fiberglass. So it is extremely tough and extremely durable. We had a recent example of what the difference is. We had a hailstorm come through 48 hours ago and just demolished the pickups, but nothing even happened to these Freightliners. So that's the reason for that, is the way that hood is made. As we go on up and take a look at the windshield, 2,500 square inches of glass. That makes visibility simply outstanding. This truck is stock number 5U221531. As we take a look under the hood, that's the Detroit D13 engine. It is coupled with the Eaton 13-speed transmission. I'm going to repeat that since that's a little bit different. That is the Eaton 13-speed transmission. This offers 505 horsepower and roughly 1,800 foot-pounds of torque. Some things that we can note under here. This is the fuel water separator. This is the air dryer located under here. As we take a look at the tires, those are Continental 275 80R 22.5. Right here is the block heater. people that live in the colder climates can plug that truck in right there. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, both the driver and passenger seats are air ride, with those adjustments being made right here. In addition to that, they are heated, and this switch lets air in and out of the back of the seat. Right here is the kill switch. As much electricity and voltage goes through the truck, it's just a good practice to get into to shut that off when you're done driving for the day. As you can see, you start the truck from the ground. When you do that, turn that key halfway, let those gauges go all the way over and back. Basically, it's resetting itself. And then go ahead and start the truck. As we take a look at the back seat does make down into a bed simply by pushing a button. And it can be taken back up into the normal sitting position. Now, as we focus on the bed of the truck, we see it comes with two storage components. And when we open the front one, right there are where the batteries are located. So if we do leave lights on, something happens, we can simply hook up the batteries right there to the charger without having to tear into a bunch of things. Now, the two compartments aren't divided, so that allows you to store longer items in there if you need to. As we take a look directly behind the vehicle, if we look at the front at the very top in the middle, that is where the backup camera is located. As we come on down from back here, we can get a really good shot of the bed and see how wide that is. It comes with a gooseneck ball already in place. We can swap that out for a fifth wheel if one is needed. As we come on back, right here is the hookup to the Voyager system. That's what the backup camera uses. So that allows you to hook up more cameras if needed. I've had customers put them in horse trailers. In addition to that, I've had them put them under the mirrors as well. So again, a very practical add-on feature that you can utilize. Here are the glad hands. So if your trailer does require air, that is all set up for you and ready to go. And here is where you hook up your lights for the trailer. As we come on around and take a look at it from this view, it definitely looks like a truck, a 2022 with just 37,000 miles on it should look. There aren't dings, there aren't scratches, there aren't holes in the interior, anything like that. One reason why you should consider purchasing this specific truck is since it is used at 22, FET tax has already been paid. So that is a tax that is only charged one time. That was when the truck was originally sold. So from an economic standpoint, that's a big advantage to this one, is the FET has already been paid. As we take a look at the passenger seat, again, it is air with those adjustments made right here. And underneath here, it gives us access to the cab air filters. As we take a look in the back seat, from this angle really gives you a good shot of how much space and room is involved in this specific truck. And I can safely say that the Summit Hauler conversion offers the softest and most comfortable seats on the market today. So the seats, coupled with how much room is available, really makes those long trips feel like nothing. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. As we take a look at the dash, Here is the trailer brake. Intermittent market lights located right here. Traction control is this button here. As we come on over, mirror heaters located here. This is an important one. This is the engine brake. So that isn't just some little exhaust brake. That is a true engine brake. So if you have a heavy load and you're coming down a sharp decline, you simply turn that to high. So that's going to slow everything down. You basically have 500 horses coming back at you. Therefore, it makes things safer for you, your family, and the other drivers on the road as well. A couple of additional option buttons located here. This is the dump valve located here. So that lets air out of the bed of the truck. An example of when you would use that is when you hook up your trailer, you let all the air out and back under it and simply put the air back in. These are for the windows. This locks the differential. This is the regen button, and you'll probably never use that. That is more for people that drive in big cities, super short trips. If they have to clean out all the exhaust, they utilize that. But when you're out on the road, it'll do it automatically, especially when you're taking those long trips. Cruise control located right here. Now, the transmission is automatic, and you use that right here. Simply push this little yellow button, D for drive or R for reverse, and press in your brake, and you're on your way. I took this truck for a drive the other day and was really impressed by that 13-speed transmission. I mean, you get to just the slightest hill and it just grabs another gear and goes. So this truck is extremely practical for people that do a lot of traveling in the mountains, for example, where it can simply grab another gear and go. As we take a look at the dash, again, it has 36,771 miles. It comes with a couple of air gauges located here. The top one is primarily brakes. The bottom one, or the secondary one, also monitors the brake some, but in addition to that, monitors the air, such as for the cab, the seats, and things of that nature. As we take a look at the console, a couple of cup holders here. And as we take a look inside, you can see more than ample storage space for you in your travels. So as we review, this is a 2022 Freightliner M2 112 with 36,000 miles on it. If you have any other questions, feel free to call me at 303-684-3404, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.